Hey, it's your girl KV back with another review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is Reunion Part 2, Season 9, Episode 15. Trisha Martell's The Truth, okay? So, episode picks up where we left off. Kimmy and Melody are going back and forth. Kimmy told her, if we say something or if we buck up or if we question you, we get a call to the principal's office where we sit down and you let us know when you ain't like what's happening. When you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to talk about it. We can't talk about it. Melody is like, that's not the truth. I give just the same resistance as you do to topics you don't want to talk to. Destiny starts piping up, and Melody is like, girl, I was talking to Kimmy and Carlos. This ain't got nothing to do with you. So he's like, Carlos is like, well, at least you guys, can be friends and it doesn't have to go to a nasty place, a terrible place, right? And then he's like, well, Nell, y'all too. Y'all ain't friends, but at least y'all can respect each other. But Melody was like, yeah, but actually, like Nell, I found out she was feeling away for 6 weeks about something that I thought that we had hashed out and had a key about. I can't. She was like, I apologize and everything. And the convo, she felt like the convo was laughy and lighthearted. I said, baby, if we talk about the convo in the kitchen where you start cackling at that lady, no ma'am. She even told you in that moment, I'm serious. Because man was like, you was my mentor. She just starts cackling and Nell was looking at her like, girl, I'm serious. Like, I'm not laughing. This is serious. She told her in that moment. They ended up agreeing on the word counsel. Okay, you counseled us, but for some reason, this is still a thing. So that's the part where I'm confused about as well, because it's like, we shouldn't even call it mentoring because we settled upon it actually being counseling. And I can feel Melody on that, because as a mentor, that means I'm aspiring for what you got, right? Nell was probably teaching Melody how to let that man cheat in peace. Therefore, she not gonna see her as no mentor. Baby, you ain't mentoring me on nothing. Now with counsel, that's just me, you giving me your advice. You feel me? That's not me necessarily aspiring to you and looking to you for these answers that I don't have. That's just you giving your perspective. So I can definitely see the counseling over mentoring. But for some reason, we're just here arguing, right? So Nell brings up the fact that she could have been with her mom as her mom was transitioning, but she was over there with Melody. Mel is like, because she's like, how you gonna put the blame on me for that? And I'm feeling Melody on that, because it's like, girl, that's not something to throw up into my face. Like I made you come away from your mom or something. So as Melody is stirring around and being all dramatic and doing the most, Marcel is like, Mel, take your gathering. Take your gathering, Mel. She's gathering you. Take your gathering. And he had been saying that throughout the first few little minutes too, when Kimmy and Destiny was like trying to tag team her. Take your gathering. Yeah, gather her. He is so sassy. That's why Carlos called you sassy in the opening, but I'm here for it. It be cracking me up, right? It be bringing some lightheartedness to some of these heavy behind arguments. So she's like, well, I didn't ever call you and ask you to come over for you to feel like you had to choose me over your mama. Only time I called you crying was when he sold that $17,000 for me. I said, period. Because that'll gonna make you somebody up for real, okay? But like I said, this argument is stupid. They end up taking a break backstage. The showrunner, he's responsible, you guys, not me. The showrunner is talking to Melody and asking her how she feels about something. And she's like, well, I'm just kind of noticing a pattern where over there on Martell's side, he has his Martellometers over there, or over here on my side, it's me and everybody that's an op for Martell. I did notice that. And so he like, I wonder how that happened. Never shall I know. So now we're on to Destiny. Welcome back. She really thinks she gave. At the beginning, you welcome. Baby, you welcome because you really put us through that mess. You could have been 2 episodes and out of here. You could have been friend of. You didn't give enough to be main cast. So talk about some you welcome. Baby, you welcome for getting a free check. Okay? The nerve of her. So Kimmy says, she welcomes her back basically. Yeah, she wasn't given nothing before, but now she's completely different. And I would say that Destiny's she's been vulnerable. She's opened up some. I said, is there storage locker of Madonna? Is it there with us? Because where has she been open with us? Okay, we know nothing about her arrest. We know nothing about her divorce. We know nothing about her child. We know nothing about her relationship with Lance. They claiming that's fake. You ain't giving us nothing. Well, I did hear that. Well, I'm sure that there was like some deleted scenes, but somebody said the footage of Lance and Destiny on a date ain't even look like production was out there with cameras. It looked like somebody was out there with their iPhone, like. Not y'all like her getting iPhone footage of these folks' dates. Send a camera out to them. Y'all ain't right. But yeah, truly, like, where is the openness? She literally has not done anything. The only thing that she has given us is what she had no choice but to give us, because it was all in the blogs, okay? It was out on Carlos's stage before, anything else. So that's the part about it. But back to Lance, y'all. They get on to them, and is this a fake relationship? Were you doing this for a storyline? I don't have to think nobody is attractive for a storyline. So he asks, what's the age difference? She says about 6 years. Nell is like, no, it's 9 years. It's 9. Ain't you 42? Destiny, you 42. I'm not 42. How old are you? Grown. Destiny, you said you was 42. How old are you? Destiny, how old are you? I'm grown. I was like, this is so stupid. And the stupidest part about it for me is that Nell is the one trying to come at Destiny about not telling her age when Nell does the same thing. We've asked you your age plenty of times and you do not reveal. So you being mad at Destiny for the same thing, even though it's different circumstances, it's still a moot point, okay? She feels like she ain't saying this, but you can tell that this is what they thinking. They don't want Destiny grown behind, damaged with a baby, divorced for their son. And then she older. What you gonna go get with an older woman like that for? You gonna go get you an older woman. Go get you an older woman with a bag. Go get you a sugar mama. Don't be getting somebody you gonna try to take care of. Y'all going back and forth, bailing each other out of jail for petty crimes and stupid stuff, and asking her for money because y'all got eviction notices on the door. Nell ain't got time for that. She said, listen, if you get with Destiny, I'ma still have to be paying rent. That ain't what I want for you or me. Nell's life flashed before her eyes thinking about Destiny broke ass being with her son. I'm sorry, Destiny, I don't even dislike you, but it's what Nell is thinking in her head. Actually, Destiny, I take that back because you showed your ass this episode, and it was some very unlikable qualities. So I take that back. I do dislike you in this moment in space, time, and this earth. So where are we, y'all? About the age, she's annoyed. The daughter-in-law joke. Somebody made a joke about Destiny being Nell's daughter-in-law. So she was like, well, at first, I was like, this Nell, at first I was like, I would be honored to, be her mother-in-law. But, now... yeah, now I really don't know. Tisha was like, oh, not the look up and down. I said, baby, it's the double look up and down for me. It's like she gave you a head to waist, then a head to toe. It was everything, and it was so funny. She's just like, well, she's still trying to keep it cute in her words. She's just like, she's got some growing to do. I don't think neither one of them are ready to settle down. But who's to say she even want him like that? Like, don't be trying to put the pressure on me. They asked Chris Fletch the same thing. You think Destiny will be good as your daughter-in-law? He just like, listen, if that's what he want, that's what he want. I don't know Destiny well enough to say if she is or she isn't. They just both like, I mean, if that's what he want, he grown. We can't say what we want for him. Carlos gonna say, you need to date some other men because they don't want you in their family. They don't want you in their family. She was like, I am dating other men. I said, is it Jalen? Because Kimmy be over there eye rolling every time they mention you and Lance because she's got this trauma. And that's probably why Nell feeling away now. She's like, I was okay with it until I talked to Kimmy and realized how you be out here playing our young boys. Save our young boys from Destiny, okay? She said, listen, I talked to Kimmy and she let me know how you had Jalen all heartbroken, strung out, over that clapper. And I don't want that for my son. That's what it really was, right? So, Nell gets offended. Carlos, that is so much damn shade. That is so much shade. Carlos just busts out laughing. He's like, we're just being silly. It's a joke. Oh my gosh, what happens to a sense of humor? Chris, she don't have one. She don't have one. No. Chris out here cheating is because Nell don't sit up and laugh with him. All she doing is yelling and screaming and being stressed out. Knowing that, I'm sorry. I'm wondering if Chris hanging out with Martell. Because the fact that he was like, she don't have one. Nope. I can't be with nobody with no sense of humor. Like, I am the goofiest person ever, and I'm so glad that my husband and my child will just follow suit. At any random time, we can hear the faucet dripping. Like how it be on the movies and in the commercial, have some random noises, just have you break out into song and dance. Yes. And recently, Melina has been like freestyling into the song as well, where she'll start trying to beatbox and everything, because usually she just little dance, or grab one of her instruments and start playing along. But now she like, hold up, let me catch a verse, and I'll be like, a proud mom out here. So I couldn't be with nobody with no sense of humor. That's just crazy. That's crazy work for that long. And you just sitting up. She has to have some type of sense of humor. She has to. With the type of guy Chris is, look at his fashions. Like, the personality. Maybe that's why she be trying to like force a personality sometimes. Because it do be feeling like Nell is trying to force a vibe. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. It feel like she's trying to force a vibe about herself. Like, no, really, I'm this girl, whether it be good or bad. And it's like, baby, you don't have to pretend for us. You don't have to convince us. We're already your friends. Like, it's okay. Relax. Like, that's what they'll be giving. So, Carlos said, oh my gosh, don't yell at me. Don't come to my house trying to beat me up. I said, oop, is that what there was somebody she did to the side chick? I feel like that was the reference to them talking about the side chick, right? Like, of course, this was years and years and years ago. It was just them kind of making a reference to it at some point. So, this next part, y'all, it's like some deleted scenes, but I saw it. The version that I watched, I saw this version with it in there. So when I was seeing people talking about deleted scenes and stuff on Twitter and YouTube, I was like, well, what was deleted? And I was like, what I missed? Because I watched it kind of late. I watched it on the OWN app. So I watched it late and thought, oh, snap, let me figure out how I'm going to watch these deleted scenes. And I'm like, oh, I already seen these. And I'm sure Melody's lawyers are over there like, burning a hole in the table they writing so hard. Like, because what is wrong with these people? What is wrong with this girl, rather? Like, what is wrong with her? So, this Carlos, let me get me my cue cards. So Destiny, how close are you and Martell? We know you guys grew up together, and y'all grew up together, and people have speculated that it's been a little more than friendship. So how's that? Do you keep up with him on the off season? I keep up with everybody on the off season. Okay. Then back to the claims that she's claiming that they tried to have a threesome with her, Mel and Martell. Because remember, she was like, if I wanted to, I could have slept with him and her. And everybody was like, ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? Señorita? No. Melody just does not give. She finna put her face up in somebody's. No, she just don't. She just don't. So she also says that Mel and Martell told her that they were in the bed smashing with Miss Van in the room. Is that what we heard? I was like, girl, what is even happening? Like, at this point, when you cooking spaghetti noodles, I don't know if y'all do this, but the goofy way of doing it, checking the spaghetti noodles is taking it and throwing it against the wall to see if it sticks. This is Destiny right now. She is just taking accusations and throwing them against the wall to see what sticks, and it is blowing me so viciously because, girl, what? We go from she tried to have a threesome with you to she was smashing with her mama in the next bed, and then you go on to say she's grooming you. Carlos was like, so Martell, what do you have to say to what Destiny is saying? I mean, whatever Destiny said. I mean, I don't be knowing what I be saying to that girl. I don't be knowing what I say to that girl. Basically, I talk so much, I lie so much, I might have said it. If she said I said it, then I must have said it. And if I must have said it, it must have happened, right? That's how it goes, right? Yeah. I don't remember what I be telling that girl, but if she said I said it, like, okay. So she, like I said, the grooming part, that's where it's like, grooming. Destiny. I give you that they asked for a threesome part. They might have. Well, I wouldn't even say that because you was with his friend. I feel like Melody wouldn't want to cross that line. Even if Martell would be willing to, I feel like Melody wouldn't want to make it messy. Even if she was into women and would be into Destiny, then it just wouldn't. It's so many layers to get by where I'm like, we can't see it. Not that I put anything past anybody, because I don't do that. Nope. I do not. Ever since my high school girlfriend was making fun of me for being bisexual, but then she went and got pregnant by a boy, I don't put nothing past nobody. So she then goes from the grooming to, you was always trying to get me to stay over. Yeah, that's how you groomed me. You was always trying to get me to stay over. She was like, girl, that's because if you couldn't drive home at night, so you wouldn't be by yourself, like. And then you're like, yeah, come be in my bed. And then was like, yeah, I told your ass to go home. Yeah, that's why I would tell your ass to go home. And Melody is like, but girl, you spent the night at my house before. Like, it was never a problem. She was like, this is what Destiny said out her mouth, y'all. This is what Destiny said with this blonde hair on her head. Yeah, but I was nervous. I would have took my shoe off. What's what you say? Which one of you bitches said I cheated on my husband with somebody's neighborhood? I take my shoe off and smash it in your face. That would have been me if Destiny said that. Well, I was nervous. Mel was like, girl, have I ever touched you, ever propositioned you, ever act like, girl, don't even play with me like that, talking about you was nervous to be around me. Then Destiny starts, takes another spaghetti noodle to throw at the wall. So you was slobbing, so you wasn't slobbing on the knob in the limo in front of everybody on your 10-year anniversary. You wasn't doing that. Mel said, well, what does that have to do with the threesome? And you weren't even there. I said, oh, y'all is freak. Y'all was freak, bro. You was slobbing him down in front of the what was their name? What's their name? Yeah, the comeback group. You slobbing him down in front of the whole comeback group in the limo. I said, oh my goodness, y'all freaky. They must have been drunk, because she didn't deny it not one piece, y'all. I said, oh. But still, that's not grooming. That might be seeing what people's boundary is, seeing how far they will go or will let you go. Because for me, this ain't about me. But where we at? What do I have to do with that? And she's just like, well, I feel like you was trying to groom the group to see if they would go into some group sex. That's grooming. She like, girl, what that has nothing to do with you. So how you still claiming that? And Kimmy is like, well, Destiny, how did you know about that? Because there were only 6 people in that limo that night. So how did you know about that? And Tisha pipes up, well, yeah, I said it. I brought it up when I was mad at Martell. I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. She's basically like, well, what had happened was, Martell had asked Melody, and Melody was like, I mean, whatever. And then Martell got mad that we didn't all join in, and it was just kind of like, no, y'all got it. Y'all just sat there while she was over there just going ham. But this is the part for me. Martell, did you not say that she didn't get you? It goes from she wasn't freaky enough, she wouldn't give me head, to, yeah, she was giving him a head in the limo in front of all of us. It shows you how much Martell just be lying and just be saying stuff. Because and next up, Tisha. So Tisha, what about these inappropriate text messages that you said you saw between your husband Marceau and who you feel like is a floozy, newly single Melody? Yeah. She basically says that she saw a text message where Marceau texted Melody and was like, I wish y'all well. And Melody said, don't wish me well. Don't wish us well. Wish me well separately. And I just feel like that's inappropriate for a single woman to be texting a married man. Tisha, what? Don't wish me well with him? It ain't like I said, nah, you come over and wish me well in person. Now, she said that, then yeah, she being a floozy and she trying to push up on your man. But girl, the girl is crazy. Tisha is very insecure, and it's kind of sad to see, because who knows what her self-esteem level was like before Marceau put his big heavy foot down. Oh, I wear Tim's and plaid construction shirts every day of life ass nigga. So who knows? But right now she just seemed like every little thing got her like, you know what I mean? As far as it comes to her husband. So next we see Sunny. Sunny comes out. Hey, welcome, Sunny. So is Moses here with you? Where's Moses? Everybody's like, well, Moses is always around in spirit. He's around in spirit. So Destiny claims that Moses got with Sunny so that Sunny would bring him on the show so that he could finally talk to Destiny. Melody starts giggling like a schoolgirl. Baby, it was annoying, but I was right there with her because, girl, I'm sorry. Not to say that you're not important to somebody and that you're not important in the grand scheme of life, but to him, you are not that important for him to do all this, to be stringing Sonny along for him to taunt you. Now, they came on down to this show to taunt you, but he married Sonny because she got a bag and take care of him. That ain't got nothing to do with you. It just so happens that, hey, I get a twofer. I get to get back at my ex, and I get to get a sugar mama. You feel me? So, yes, honey. Then Destiny says that Sunny told her that she met up with Melody to decide all of this for a fake storyline because you are my producer. So that's what you did to set up this fake storyline. Sunny is like, girl, what? Everybody's just looking like, what? Carlos has to fact checked her in that moment. He was like, actually, Destiny, nobody conspired against you. It wasn't Melody. I went to Sunny and asked her. I called her. So it's like, Destiny's like, I know that. So what you just talking about, lady? Like, what are you talking about? As the convo keeps going, she keeps getting beside herself. She's over talking Carlos. He's trying to, get to the point, and she keeps interrupting him. He's like, I'm gonna land the plane, I promise. And she's like, we'll land it. It was just so unnecessary. On his Messy Mondays, he says that they aren't in a bad place. It was just, in the moment little banter, but y'all stop thinking it's problems there. But I'm like, dude, you've never really liked Destiny like that. You've never really liked Destiny like that. If anybody, that'll be the one person that you would try to hold accountable. Where's your man? You don't have a man sitting next to you. It'll be one next year if you hear next year. So it's like, don't act like you and Destiny cool like that. Y'all have a working relationship. She was annoying the stank out of you on that stage because she was annoying all of us. We'll land the plane then. Land it then. It was just so unnecessarily nasty. Lastly, for part 2, we see Trisha and Ken come out, okay? She claims that she ain't know people was on reality TV telling their truths. I just thought people was, making stuff up here or there, lying about this, that, and the third. So when Martell ain't saying nothing, I just followed his lead like, oh, okay, this is how TV goes. I ain't know what was appropriate to say. Carlos said, you didn't know if it was the right thing to tell the truth? She's like, I just, Carlos, but so he's like, did you and Martell kiss? No. Did y'all have sex? No. Did it send you peen pics? No. It just seemed like she was lying, especially since she can't look nobody in their face. She's looking down, and she doing this while she's saying no. It's like, girl, okay. So he gets to Martell and asks him, all those questions. Now on you. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. We did sleep together. Everybody like, I'm just playing. And everybody busts out laughing, including Trisha. Ken, if you don't get up and leave this woman right where she's sitting here laughing at this man, Ken, like, I don't think that's funny. That ain't funny to me. I'm like, Ken, you're going to have to beat somebody's ass for them to take you seriously. Because for some reason, they feel like they can punk you. It's because Trisha punked you, so they feel like they can punk you. And I'm just like, sir. But that is the end of this review, y'all. If anything else happened, Messy Mondays for Carlos and Dustin. No tea was revealed. Nothing was revealed. Miss Wanda was on live or on the internet doing the most in her defense of Tisha. And it was one part that was truly disturbing, y'all. I had to hear it, so I'm going to tell y'all about it. She was talking about, Tisha coming at Mel and Martell about, sexual exploitations. When Tisha had her mess, she was a child. She was 18, 19. Y'all 30, 40 years old doing this freaky stuff. I'm about to take me a picture of my stuff. And you know what? I had some cherries earlier. It's going to look like a big old fat cherry. I said, excuse me? I wasn't even listening to the live. I was listening to somebody review the live. I had to turn it off. Miss Wanda, this is a little too much of you in me. Like, I ain't got time. I ain't got time for that. But that's really it. Oh, and Destiny and LeBeric are apparently back in court for some custody battles. She had kept him from him. She didn't get him the baby. He took her to court like, no, hold her in contempt. Holding my child. What's wrong with him? She thought this was. So that's really it, y'all. I enjoyed the episode. The reunion has been pretty good so far. I hope part 3 actually has part 3 energy. You know what I mean? I hope it's not whack and just falls off and it's like, But make sure y'all like the video. Thumbs up me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment, let me know what you think about this episode and this review. Until next time, y'all. Bye-bye.